Have you ever wondered if a simple fruit could sharpen your memory or keep you steady on your feet as you age? Meet Edith, a 72-year-old widow from Sarasota, Florida, who thought she'd found the answer in blueberries. After her husband passed, she noticed her memory slipping, forgetting names, misplacing keys. Her balance wobbled too, making her fear a fall that could steal her independence. A friend mentioned blueberries, nature's tiny blue gems packed with antioxidants to boost brain power and strength. Edith was hooked. She pictured herself vibrant again, hosting book club, walking her dog without worry. But what she didn't know was that the way she was eating blueberries was quietly working against her, threatening the very independence she craved. Blueberries aren't just fruit, they're medicine for seniors, with science showing they protect your heart, eyes, and mind. Studies from the National Institute on Aging praise their anthocyanins for fighting memory decline and inflammation. Yet, Edith learned the hard way that small mistakes, how you wash, store, or pair them, can turn this superfood into a health hazard. For seniors like her, over 60, these errors hit harder. Aging bodies process sugar slower, gut linings thin, and medications can clash with nutrients. One wrong move, and blueberries might spike your blood sugar, fog your brain, or worse, speed up the very decline you're fighting. Today, we'll follow Edith's journey through the hidden pitfalls of blueberries, from mistakes that nearly cost her health to simple fixes that brought her energy back. You'll uncover 5 critical errors most seniors make, backed by science, and learn how to avoid them. From pesticide dangers to sneaky nutrient clashes, we'll reveal what no one tells you about this miracle berry. Stick with us, because one surprising habit could be silently harming your memory right now. What's your go-to way to eat blueberries? Drop it in the comments below, we'd love to hear. Let us dive into Edith's story and unlock the real power of blueberries for your health. But what if the fruit you trusted to heal was secretly making things worse? For Edith, that's exactly what happened when she dove headfirst into her blueberry routine without knowing the traps lurking in everyday habits. Excited, Edith grabbed a pack of blueberry yogurt cups from her local Publix in Florida. They seemed perfect convenient, labeled as healthy with fruit swirls. She ate one every morning, feeling virtuous. But soon, fatigue set in. Her energy crashed by noon, and brain fog clouded her thoughts. What she didn't realize was that these processed cups were a wolf in sheep's clothing. A 2020 report from the Environmental Working Group revealed most contain less than 2% real blueberries. Instead, they're loaded with added sugars up to 18 grams per serving, plus artificial dyes and thickeners. For seniors like Edith, this sugar bomb spikes blood sugar, then crashes it, overloading the liver and blocking antioxidants. At 72, her insulin resistance made it worse, fueling belly fat and muscle weakness. Compare this to strawberries, which offer similar antioxidants but with less sugar when eaten whole. A common myth is that all yogurts are gut-friendly, but these processed ones disrupt digestion more than help. One day, Edith felt dizzy after her yogurt, nearly stumbling in her kitchen. Her doctor later explained it clashed with her blood pressure meds, like lisinopril, common among U.S. seniors covered by Medicare. The sugar surge interfered, causing drops in pressure. Shaken, she switched but kept delaying washing her fresh blueberries. They looked clean, so why bother right away? She stored them unwashed in the fridge for days. Soon, mild headaches and leg weakness crept in. Blueberries topped the Dirty Dozen list yearly from the EWG, meaning heavy pesticide residues. These sticky chemicals, like organophosphates, seep into the skin if not washed promptly. For older adults, they disrupt hormones, sap energy, and cross a thinning blood-brain barrier, accelerating memory loss. Edith's case mirrored many. A Tufts University study showed unwashed berries lose potency and add toxins, hitting fragile guts harder after 60. Think of pesticides as invisible thieves, stealing the berry's benefits while weakening your defenses. Unlike raspberries, which have thicker skins, blueberries absorb more residues. Determined, Edith tried blending blueberries into smoothies, but peeled some for easier chewing, especially with her dentures. It seemed smart, but her vision blurred slightly, and joint pain flared. The skin holds 80% of the magic anthocyanins that boost brain flow and fight inflammation. Without it, berries turn into sugary orbs, spiking glucose without fiber's buffer. A 2019 Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry study found whole berries improved seniors' night vision 2.5 times better than processed ones. Edith's mistake echoed a myth. Peeled fruit is gentler on stomachs. Actually, the skin's fiber aids digestion, preventing spikes that tire aging bodies. For comparison, blackberries' skins provide even more fiber, but blueberries excel in eye protection. With her arthritis, common in U.S. elderly per AARP reports, Edith needed that anti-inflammatory armor. These early slip-ups taught Edith a small lesson. Convenience often hides harm. What looks healthy can sabotage if not handled right. Consult your doctor before changes, especially with meds or conditions like diabetes. As Edith's symptoms worsened, she wondered if blueberries were a curse, not a cure. But then, a dramatic twist at her checkup revealed even deeper dangers lurking in her pairings and portions. But then, an unexpected twist at her doctor's office turned Edith's world upside down, revealing how her innocent blueberry habits had built to a breaking point. What started as minor annoyances escalated into a health scare that forced her to confront the real dangers hiding in her kitchen. It began innocently enough. Edith loved mixing blueberries into her salads and smoothies, pairing them with cucumber for a refreshing crunch or pineapple for a tropical twist. She saw recipes everywhere on AARP's website, even in her Florida Senior Center newsletter touting these combos as detox wonders. One afternoon, after a big fruit salad with both, her stomach rebelled. Bloating hit like a storm, followed by burning reflux that climbed her chest. Waves of nausea kept her up all night. At 72, with a history of mild gastritis, a common issue for U.S. seniors per CDC reports, this acid overload was no joke. Blueberries and pineapple both pack natural acids, doubling the load when combined. Add cucumber's sneaky enzyme, ascorbate oxidase, which dismantles vitamin C before absorption, and the mix becomes a nutrient thief. Vitamin C, vital for Edith's collagen to keep skin firm and immunity strong against Florida's flu seasons, vanished in the clash. A NIH study on aging digestion showed seniors absorb 30% less from such pairings, leaving them vulnerable to anemia or infections. Panicked, Edith rushed to her Medicare-covered checkup. Her doctor ran tests, ruling out ulcers but pinpointing the culprit, overeating blueberries alongside these bad matches. Edith had been downing a full cup at dinner, thinking more was better for her memory. But that fructose flood overwhelmed her slowing pancreas, spiking glucose 37% higher than in younger folks, per a 2020 Nutrients Journal study. For her, it meant cramps, disrupted sleep, and headaches that mimicked migraines. The doctor compared it to pouring too much fuel into an old engine. It sputters and stalls. With her type 2 diabetes risk, elevated by age and family history, this habit was a ticking bomb. It's like inviting chaos to dinner, the doctor said, explaining how excess fiber and acid irritated her thinning gut lining, common after 60. Then came the twist that shook Edith to her core. Her non-organic blueberries were laced with pesticides, accelerating her cognitive fog. The EWG's 2023 Dirty Dozen list flagged blueberries with over 50 residues, including neurotoxic organophosphates. In seniors, these breach the weakened blood-brain barrier, inflaming tissue and mimicking early dementia symptoms, tremors, balance loss, memory slips. Edith's washing wasn't enough. Pesticides seep deep, evading rinses. A NIH-funded report on U.S. elderly linked long-term exposure to faster decline, especially in pesticide-heavy states like Florida's farms. Tears welled as Edith realized her healthy routine had nearly cost her independence. Visions of assisted living flashed. This emotional peak hit hard. She felt betrayed by the fruit she trusted. From this scare, Edith gleaned a crucial lesson. Superfoods demand respect, not excess. Pairwisely avoid acidic or enzyme-rich combos like pineapple or cucumber together, and cap portions at half a cup to prevent spikes. For those with reflux or diabetes, consult your doctor first. They might suggest monitoring blood sugar with affordable glucometers from Walmart. If this twist surprises you as much as it did Edith, share this with a friend who loves berries. They might be making the same mistakes. But Edith wasn't done. Armed with knowledge, she began turning the tide, facing her challenges head-on with smarter choices. But what if a single doctor's visit could spark the changes needed to reclaim your health? For Edith, that's precisely what unfolded as she rolled up her sleeves, determined to fix her blueberry blunders and face the challenges head-on. Shaken by her scare, Edith started with the basics, mastering portions to avoid overwhelming her system. Her doctor explained that eating too many at once was like flooding a gentle stream. It backs up and causes chaos. Instead of her nightly cupful, she adopted a simple formula: half a cup per serving, spread 2 to 3 times a day, always paired with protein or fat for steady absorption. Think nuts or cheese as a buffer. Slowing sugar release like a dam controls water flow. At breakfast, she sprinkled blueberries over oatmeal with almonds, feeling energy sustained through morning errands. Lunch brought a small handful in cottage cheese, curbing cravings without spikes. For her diabetes risk, common in U.S. seniors per ADA guidelines, this kept glucose stable. She experimented, noting in a journal how smaller doses eased cramps and improved sleep, no more midnight awakenings. Yet, minor setbacks tested her resolve. One evening, she overdid it slightly, feeling a familiar bloat. But she persisted, learning the lesson. Listen to your body. Adjust gradually. Consult your doctor for personalized limits, especially with conditions like arthritis, where excess acid might inflame joints. Edith's AARP magazine reinforced this, citing how portion control aids mobility in Florida's active retirees. Next, she tackled the pesticide peril by switching to organic blueberries. Her local farmers market in Sarasota offered affordable options, often cheaper than supermarkets via USDA-certified vendors. Non-organic ones, she now knew, were like tainted wells, refreshing at first, but poisonous over time. Organic skipped the 50-plus residues that burdened her liver and brain. If budgets pinched, she grew a few bushes in pots on her balcony, easy for apartment-dwelling seniors. A real-life tweak. She asked vendors about practices, discovering low-spray locals as alternatives. This shift cleared her headaches, metaphorically lifting a fog from her mind. For comparison, wild blueberries, smaller and more potent, pack extra antioxidants, but cost more worth it for variety, she found at Whole Foods. Storage became her final frontier. Edith had been using plastic bags, trapping moisture like a sealed tomb, breeding mold that irritated her gut. Now she followed steps religiously. Inspect berries at home, toss any mushy ones to prevent spread. No pre-washing moisture accelerates spoilage. She stored them in a shallow glass dish lined with paper towels, uncovered in the fridge for airflow. A University of Georgia study backed this, showing it preserves 60% more nutrients than poor methods. Her berries lasted 10 days, fresh and potent. One hiccup, forgetting to check once, led to a soft batch, but she salvaged most, reinforcing vigilance. To make it practical, Edith crafted safe recipes. Her go-to smoothie: blend half a cup of frozen organic blueberries with plain Greek yogurt, spinach, and a banana, avoiding pineapple or cucumber clashes. Add chia seeds for fiber, blending in seconds for easy prep. This nourished without nausea, boosting her immunity against seasonal colds. For arthritis sufferers, she added turmeric for extra anti-inflammation, but always check with your doctor first, as it might interact with blood thinners like warfarin, prevalent in Medicare patients. Through trials, Edith built resilience, turning challenges into habits. Her balance steadied, memory sharpened, she even recalled old recipes for her book club. This phase taught her a vital lesson. Facing hurdles with small, consistent steps rebuilds strength. As her health bloomed, the true resolution awaited, bringing lasting peace and wisdom. But imagine waking up one day with clarity you thought was lost forever. What if those small fixes could rewrite your story? For Edith, that's the beautiful reality that emerged as she fully embraced her new blueberry wisdom, watching her health transform step by step. With her doctor's blessing, Edith wove the changes into her daily rhythm, starting with organic berries stored just right in her fridge. No more moldy surprises or nutrient loss. Her glass dish method kept them crisp, preserving anthocyanins like treasures in a vault. She savored half-cup portions, mixed into safe recipes that fueled without overwhelming. Her morning parfait layered plain kefir, blueberries, and walnuts, a combo that steadied her blood sugar like a gentle anchor in choppy seas. Afternoons brought a simple salad with berries and feta, spaced from any acidic fruits to let vitamin C shine. Within weeks, her brain fog lifted. She recalled neighbors' birthdays effortlessly, hosting her Florida book club with newfound sharpness. Her balance improved, too. No more wobbles on walks, thanks to reduced inflammation easing her arthritis, as backed by AIRP's senior wellness guides. Energy surged consistently, without the crashes that once left her napping midday. Edith's doctor noted better blood pressure readings at her Medicare checkup, crediting the antioxidants' heart protection without med clashes. She felt independent again, driving to the Sarasota Farmers Market solo, picking wild varieties for extra potency when available. But what if allergies strike? Edith learned alternatives like blackberries or bilberries offer similar brain-boosting flavonoids, easier on sensitive systems per USDA nutrition data. For long-term dementia prevention, she read NIH studies showing consistent berry intake, about 1.5 cups weekly, lowers Alzheimer's risk by 20% in seniors, like building a fortress around your mind. Of course, not everything was seamless. One week, a non-organic batch slipped in during a shortage, triggering mild headaches, a reminder to stay vigilant. She adjusted, opting for frozen organics from Costco, which retain nutrients if thawed gently. This taught her precision matters in an aging diet. It's like tuning a fine instrument, slight tweaks yield harmony. Always consult your doctor before shifts, especially with pre-existing conditions like diabetes or kidney issues, where potassium in berries might need monitoring. Edith shared her journey at her senior center, inspiring friends to try safe pairings, avoiding cucumber or pineapple pitfalls. As months passed, Edith's transformation deepened. Her skin glowed firmer from absorbed vitamin C, and fewer colds hit during flu season. She even planted balcony bushes, harvesting her own for that fresh thrill. This resolution brought peace, proving blueberries could be allies when handled with care. The lessons echoed: embrace knowledge, adapt patiently, and prioritize your body's cues. With her vitality restored, Edith reflected on the bigger picture, ready to share the wisdom that saved her golden years. But what if one woman's journey could light the path for countless others, proving that small tweaks in your daily habits can unlock years of vibrant living? As Edith sat on her balcony watching the Florida sunset with a bowl of perfectly prepped blueberries, she marveled at how far she'd come from near despair to renewed strength. Let's recap the key turns in Edith's story so you can carry these gems forward. Blueberries shine as a senior's ally, loaded with anthocyanins to shield your brain, eyes, and heart, slowing aging's toll as per National Institute on Aging Insights. Yet pitfalls lurk. Processed yogurts pack hidden sugars that crash energy and block benefits, especially clashing with common meds like blood pressure pills. Delaying washes lets pesticides seep, hitting your fragile gut and memory harder after 60. Skipping skins tosses 80% of the protective power, turning berries into mere sugar hits. Bad pairings with cucumber's vitamin C zapping enzyme or pineapple's acid surge spark reflux and nutrient loss, while overeating floods your system with fructose, spiking glucose, and disrupting sleep. Non-organic choices invite toxins that weaken your blood-brain barrier, and wrong storage breeds mold, sapping nutrients fast. Edith's fixes? Opt for organic or homegrown, store in breathable glass, uncovered after inspecting, cap at half-cup servings with protein buffers, eat whole with skins, and space from clashing foods by 45-60 minutes. These aren't just tips. They're a blueprint for resilience. To apply them, start simple. This week, try Edith's parfait recipe. Mix half a cup of organic blueberries into plain Greek yogurt with a handful of nuts. Track in a journal. Note energy, memory, or digestion shifts after a month. Reflect on your routine. What mistake resonates most? Maybe swap that yogurt cup for fresh berries, or plant a pot like Edith did for affordable access. For U.S. seniors, leverage resources like AARP meal plans or SNAP benefits at farmers markets to make organics feasible. If you have diabetes, arthritis, or take anticoagulants, consult your doctor first. These changes amplify benefits, but need tailoring to avoid interactions. Edith's payoff? Sharper recall for cherished memories, steady steps for independent adventures, and fewer doctor visits, all from precision eating. Blueberries became her fountain of youth, not a foe. Yours can too. What change will you make first, switching to organic or trying a safe recipe? Comment below with your thoughts. We read everyone and love hearing your stories. If Edith's tale inspired you, subscribe for more senior-focused health journeys, and share this with a loved one. It could be the nudge they need. Remember, after 60, it's how you nurture your body that writes your best chapters. Make those changes today and thrive.